So today I was out on my walk this morning, and what came across my path was a big old African dung beetle. And as many times as I had taught about the dung beetle and about how in ancient Egypt symbology, the dung beetle symbolized the sun god Ra rolling the sun across the sky, right? Symbolized the passing of time and days, and symbolized death. It also symbolized that sort of as time passes, we are reborn. So today that beetle wanted you to know that you are fresh and new today. You are fresh and more you than you've ever been today. As I read about the dung beetle and what it does in nature, the interesting fact that jumped out at me that I've never seen mentioned in any spiritual meaning of the dung beetle or beetle medicine, this particular thing that I read today said the African dung beetle is the only invertebrate that can navigate by the Milky Way. Okay? Literally, when the sky is dark and all that can be seen is the Milky Way or a couple of super bright stars, that dung beetle still knows how to get where it wants to go. Now, what I also know is that the Milky Way symbolized for the ancients the path that is traveled by our souls. So I kind of loved that this dung beetle is the only invertebrate. This dung beetle, who really wanted my attention, is the only invertebrate who can navigate by the path of the soul, the from life to death path of the soul, right? Boa tarde, obrigada. Even when it's mostly dark, even when you're not sure, where you're like, whoa, where am I going to get my motivation, my energy, my direction, my knowing what to do, now that those old goals that weren't really ever my true self goals don't matter to me anymore, now that they've been uncloaked and unmasked as not my true self goals, where am I going to get my energy and direction now that that adrenalized dread and fear is no longer running my life? Where am I going to get my direction now that external validation and checking off those cultural checkboxes means nothing to me, right? Once you're in that untethering period, the dung beetle wants you to know that you still have navigation. You're not ever fully untethered, right? You're going to retether now in your own soul's true self, big self path. The dung beetle wants you to know that you will absolutely be able to find and retether in your own true self. You will be able to navigate. You won't have to look around or ask all them folks what it is you're supposed to do next. You have your own inner navigation system. You have your own North Star within you.